I think we could have been better prepared to offer a better response sooner. I think digitally, certainly some of the customers we work with and ourselves have been surprised at how well we responded so quickly. Although notwithstanding issues around bandwidth and the home office setup is not conducive in many cases to productive work. But yeah, on the whole, I think everybody's coped well. It's going to be a very tough economic journey for the next 18 months. It's got to be challenging. Depending on whose report you read, it's minus something or minus something plus. However, I do think that there's an underlying desperation for everybody to want to get back to work. There's a will to want to work and get the economy moving, and perhaps that's something that this crisis has introduced that wasn't there before.
Lawyers about the billable hour. Now our conversation, because of some of the automation efficiencies we are generating, is about how we can move to a much more value-based and outcomes-based approach with our clients.
And the opportunity which we've seen in the market during COVID is definitely the work from home, having to be able to work remote, a huge increase in notebooks, the peripherals alongside with that, the headsets, etc.
I think in 2021, customers are going to be looking at far more flexible procurement models. So this as a service offering, which was historically seen to be quite expensive, is now quite palatable because of the flexibility that it gives the customer.
Modern business will run on modern applications. Business is now almost done through WhatsApp. Customers and people have one another on WhatsApp, and deals is done quickly through a WhatsApp message and so forth. But one thing I have noticed is companies are very hungry to innovate in this time of the pandemic.
The time of actually working in different siloed business units is long over, because I don't think none of us can actually afford to just be doing ego projects, if you know what I mean. Because at this point in time, we want to make sure that we get out of this pandemic still alive. We want to protect jobs. We want to make sure that technology enables our business to still be able to connect with us on a day-to-day basis. So we obviously had to go through a process of looking at which initiatives we could park for now, but obviously we're a bank, so you have to prioritize. And it was also a question around wellness. And I think this is not necessarily something that technologists talk about a lot because we're so used to working long hours. But it was about also, we cannot be working 20 hours a day. So you need to take a break, particularly if you see your teams have been working flat out. You need to, as a leader, then say, what, that's enough. You actually need time out because you're home, but you're not even seeing your family. There's also another dynamic of leaders who send their people emails every 2 minutes because you want to make sure that they respond and that they're working. That's nonsense as well. I think as long as people are delivering what they have committed to deliver, we also need to understand that we are not dealing with a normal situation. So we need to rethink our ways of working, because this new remote working cannot be applied to old ways of working.